Audio's probably crap. Gotta plug this in. Merry Christmas. Yeah, that's all good. I figure I got a whole lot of building and stuff to do tonight, or over the course of this week. I might as well turn on the camera just to see what's up with everybody. What are we doing tonight? I'm working on my next themed army, which is Mummified Undead Scorpion King, and you'll see more of that as we go on. It'll come out a little bit better. I got 3D printers going over there. I got the furnace in the background. So, hey, it's Christmas Eve. We're just slanging some stuff. Popping on here just to say hi to everybody. You know, it's Christmas Eve. It's that time of year that you should be with your families, but if you're not, I figure I could hop on here and we could talk a little bit. You know, get your mind off of stuff. Be good if I centered myself on the camera, right? There we go. Oh wait, I gotta turn on the big light. Hey, big light. There, now you can see. There we go. Let's see if it comes a little better. Comes in a little better. Yep, that is the Scorpion King. Right there. Just gotta get his parts. Hey, how you doing, Francis? Merry Christmas. It might be Christmas. It might be Christmas, but that doesn't mean that we get a day off our building. Merry Smegmas. What is this? What is this on my table? What is randomness? Oh, I made a little whoopsie earlier. I took the Lazy Forger. I found his, I got his shanty set, and it's supposed to be for 10 millimeter, and I upscaled it 350%. So it should be 28 millimeter, but I'm gonna put a dude next to it. I mean, it's a little short, a little small, and I started more prints before I cleaned this one up to actually look at the size. So yeah, a little bit small, but that's all right. We could say that there are a bunch of hobbits that made that. One tail. Half a claw. Another leg. Yeah, rattling hobble. Hey, that'd be perfect. That would be perfect. Just say that's where the ratlings are. And I have a ratling army in my future set of themed armies that is just ridiculous. I call that one a fur carpet. I think there's something like, I know there's at least 150 models in that one. Except Mary Chursman. Mary Chursman. Yeah, I figured since I'm building it out here anyways tonight, after we got everything all set up for tomorrow, I'd just turn the camera on. Heyo! See how you guys are doing, checking in. Seeing how your Christmas Eve is. There's not going to be a video tomorrow because I figured it's Christmas. No one's going to want to watch me. Merry Christmas. So, this is a little preview of something I got coming up in a few weeks. Let's put this guy together. Merry Christmas. And something that happens all the time. Gotta crank this out. Hey, Terrainaholic, how you doing tonight? Oh, you're gonna like this. You're gonna like this. This is for a video coming up in a few weeks. It's right up your alley. There's a tail. This is my Scorpion King. Rawr. It's going to be mummified undead, but it's going to be made with, we're pushing model agnostic on this one. Like, these guys are my beast riders. So they are going to be the first that I'm going to do for the themed armies for Age of Fantasy. Well, Merry Christmas to you guys out there. Christmas, man. You would think by now I would learn to bring like a reference photo down here. Okay, this looks like a top claw that way, top claw that way. Little claw. Another little claw. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. They just... Top 3 favorite Christmas movies. Shit. Die Hard was up there. The Santa Claus with Tim Allen. And then, what's the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger trying to get the toy? Jingle All the Way? Is that supposed to be? Is that what I'm screwing? Oh, that's what I'm screwing up. These claws go there. Maybe. I don't know. Man. That's asking an awful lot for that little joint. This model's from Lost Kingdom. There's a dead joint. Oh, come on. Okay, we got 4 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 legs. Okay, those are all legs. We got little arms and big arms. The big arms go up here. That would actually make more sense. Little arms go down here. Question? No. Damn it. All right, let's just start gluing stuff. We'll do it live. Yeah, my little one's watching Christmas stuff now, and he's obsessed with sequels. I don't know why, but found out today that there's like 7 Home Alone movies. I'm like, man, I think I've seen 3 of them. I gotta blow my nose. Just like when I was looking for stuff for the Scorpion King, I was going to get, a movie poster. I found out there are 5 Scorpion King movies. That was like, what? Okay, so there are slots. There are slots in there. Ooh, actually, that's a good grip. All right. So that one definitely goes there. I was laughing out loud at the 3rd one, just because on the poster, Ron Perlman's face is like front and center, like, whoa! Or is it the 4th one? I don't know, there's one of them where it's like Ron Perlman just there staring at you. That goes there. A circle. Well, that's not a circle. Yeah. Is that a circle? Yes, that's a circle. Well, let's not do that one yet. Alright, that goes there. Am I putting it together right? I have no idea. Now, I'm probably assuming wrongly the legs get smaller as they go forward. Yeah, the legs are they're all different. They all have different ways they plug in, too. That's the only thing saving me right now. It's the only thing that can give me quite, like, any idea of where it's supposed to go. Yeah. Three. Okay, this one's just a. This is going to be front leg there. This one is a slot. It slots there, but I don't think it's that side. Ooh, oh, as I'm moving stuff around. Get in there. I think it is supposed to be that side. Let's look at this one. There's a slot. Yeah, that makes sense there. Oh no, I printed. They are printed in black resin. No particular reason why. It's just I usually either get black or dark gray, and this time there was a lot more black in stock. The black I think was like $2 cheaper for 2,000 grams of it. So 2 kilos of resin was a couple dollars cheaper. It doesn't matter. It's going to get painted anyways. Okay, slot. That's one. Look for. Besides, if I primed it, it wouldn't look this good. Oh, that's how it slots in. I'm going to have to make a base for this thing. I have to have it standing on something. Just because that looks weird. Come on. Over here. I have a feeling that goes there. So how's everyone doing this Christmas Eve? Merry Christmas, Dan. Which HDF are you painting? Yeah. Okay, that slot's right there. Okay. Well, thank you, Russ, and I'm excited to give you guys more. Yeah. I feel like it's been a pretty good year. Okay, come on. It's got a little slot. Can't figure out which one it's supposed to go into. Oh yeah, obviously not that way. It was that way. Okay, that one's that one. Okay, so it's this one. Awesome. Battletech Elementals. Yeah. I'm thinking we got a little bit of bloom on this because I can see how it's supposed to go. Oh, stop it. I'm just some dude down here putting together stuff. Yeah. Yeah, that game was interesting. This one. The game was definitely interesting. And the way that we're going to do it, I think, well, like I said on the year in review video, we're going to go for more. Oh, my 3D printer's shaking everything on this table. We're going to go for more fun themed lists this year. And I am not going to know what army is next until I finish a video. Yeah. So what we're going to do is I have made every army list, or every army I've made a list for. I have made a list for every army. That's the phrase I'm looking for. And I have them on a big spinning wheel that I like to call my wheel of bad decisions. At the end of every video, we're going to spin the wheel to figure out who we're playing with next. So that means my production is a little bit ahead of schedule. So like for this guy, you're not going to see this army for, I think, 3 weeks. So it's going to give me a week to put the stuff together, get it painted, and play on the table. Shoot a video and then edit it. So it usually takes about 2 weeks. So I'm about a week ahead of schedule with what I normally do. There we go. He's in one piece now. There's my Scorpion King. I'm going to have to make all kinds of rocks and stuff for him to sit flat. You just hang out there. And like I said, we're going, we're leaning heavy on model agnostic for these armies because I just want to have some cool themed stuff. So if this one we're going with Scorpions, obviously. These are going to be mummified undead beast riders. And the way we're going to get around them, or the way we're going to convert them rules-wise into Scorpions... Missing Johnson's face. He's dead. See? It's a skull. Half a skull. We killed him. So I got the screenshots of the bad CGI. I'm definitely going to put in the video somewhere. But these guys, the Beast Riders, are going to have a character with them, or hero with them, who's also going to be on a beast, and it's going to have the rule that gives them all poisoned attacks. Therefore, Scorpions. And I think, yeah, I'm printing out the heroes right now. They're just bigger Scorpions. A sauntering spellcaster, we are building some mummified undead Scorpions for the fantasy, for the first fantasy themed list. And the list has got Beast Riders, it's got greater Scorpions, of course. I think I'm turning this guy, I got the big base for him. It's going to be, he's going to count as a royal champion on a war sphinx. So he's got big base. So yeah, I'm going to do a nice rocky base for it, make it look thick. And these are files that you guys don't know I have. These are old school tomb scorpions from the Tomb Kings that I scaled down. Ta-da! So just because I like the way their scorpions look flat and fit for this. I tried to do the OPR ones, and they just didn't. It just didn't look right. Scaling them down. Hey, Nico, hope you have a good Christmas too. I hope all you guys have a good Christmas. I hope Santa Claus brings you all kinds of fun gaming stuff. Some new paints, maybe some new brushes, maybe a 3D printer if you ask him real nice. That way you too can lose your mind like I did. That's a good thing. No COVID this year. Oh, there you go. Mars 4. That's a good, we'll call that a late Christmas present. How does it feel having a birthday so close to Christmas? Well, I mean, it's the late January. But I have a sister whose birthday is on the 29th. And every year she complains about it. My birthday's so close to Christmas, no one ever gets me anything for my birthday. Yeah, because we give you everything for Christmas. New PHB? What's PHB? Yeah. Yeah, I can see that being a little rough. Yeah, my son's birthday is on January 20th. It's just far enough away to where we have a birthday for him. Like, okay. Another round of presents. Why not? Oh, player handbook. For D&D? Ooh. Cool. Now, I have a D&D campaign that our old campaign ended because I blew up everybody. my GM gave me a nuke. Gave me, what was it, an arcane... There's something. It's like a 9th level spell that was in a grenade. And of course, my character held on to it forever. They forgot they gave it to me, and then big bad evil guy showed up, beat the hell out of us, and then I blew up everybody. So we start a new one this coming weekend, and I am the GM. And it is a evil campaign because everybody. Because the normal GM that we have doesn't let us do evil characters. So we're doing an evil campaign, and I'm running it. And I'm opening up to everything. And I said, you can bring whatever homebrew BS you can come up with. You can be any race that you want. I'll make it fit. Don't worry. So I got that to look forward to coming up. More. Oh no, they're definitely going to... Well, I'm not going to force them to be evil, but they will definitely start off as evil characters. I don't think any of them watch my channel. They're all they're starting whatever they come up with. They're all being resurrected as undead. You know, I'll have them. They're writing a backstory for like their character. I told them make a backstory like you're level 20. You're not level 20. Write a backstory about how awesome your character is. And then what I'm going to do is they all will have died in one way or another. And then there'll be something. I'm leaving it kind of vague because he's not going to be there when they wake up. Something will have gathered them all together from across whatever planes of existence and brings them back as undead. And it's going to be rather interesting. They're going to be like they were supposed to be generals in an undead army, but the big bad evil guy who is supposed to be making this army got defeated somewhere in the process. So he set up the automated process to bring them back to undeath. And so they're going to kind of wake up all together with no real purpose. Because that's how I like my campaigns. I make a sandbox, and it's up to you to play in the sandbox. Because I know my players, if I did make a hard campaign, they would just, it'd be like herding cats. So I make a world and I make things going on in the world that they can interact with. It's just a question of what they're going to jump on. Are they going to go after the heroes party that took out the person who summoned them? Maybe. But of course, they don't owe the guy anything, so maybe not. Are they going to go off on an evil killing rampage? Maybe. Are they going to try to set up their own little evil empire? We'll see. Everyone always loves my campaigns, and they go, oh, it was so well thought out. Yeah, little do they know. I'm only thinking things out like maybe 2 sessions ahead. Everything else, we're just kind of winging it. Or I'm winging it. There we go. That bugger was... There we go. There we go. Oh, one more. There we go. Oh, yeah, did you guys see that the Ranger program has opened up from one-page rules? It looks like it's the, if you're old enough to remember, it looks like Games Workshop Outriders, just under a different name. And I know Nexus just did a video on it. I was thinking about doing a video on it, but I'm like, there's not much here to talk about yet. Instead of just going over it and saying, hey, it's a thing. But it is something that I've signed up for it. Let's see if I get in. Fingers crossed. You'll see on Saturday the video about that 30,000 point game we have went public. Always make the PCs. Oh, they are going to be all kinds of screwed up. Don't you worry. I'll tell you a little bit more about the characters that I have received for approval in a minute. But yeah, the Ranger. Let me finish the thought of the Ranger program before I lose it. But yeah, the 30,000 point game video that comes out this weekend. We did that at a friend of mine has a pizza shop, so we did it there. Which the audio isn't great because we're in an active pizza shop. And I told him about the Ranger program, and he's like, dude, just come to the shop. So, if I get in, which honestly I don't see why I wouldn't, I'll be doing demos and painting stuff, and maybe even, depending on how many people we get, maybe a tournament or something at his shop, which is awesome because he's got some of the best damn pizza I think I've ever had. I bought one piece and was like, oh no, oh no, John, I'm gonna be here way too much. Your pizza's too good. So that ought to be fun. We'll see if we can see how many players I can get converted over to one-page rules in semi-rural Michigan. Let's do a clearing here. Okay, so the character treatments that I've gotten so far for this campaign. Oh, let's see. I got one. The only specification I got for this one, he was like, have you ever seen the anime Overlord? I was like, well, yeah. And he goes, I want to do that. Oh, God, okay. So going through my favorite D&D website, D&D Homebrew, they actually had an Overlord class right out of the TV show. I'm like, here you go. So he's running that. I have a feeling he's going to be all evil empire building. And then I have another one who said, I want to play as Darth Vader. Okay. So going through the homebrew, I found a Jedi/Sith class, and then he's got a lightsaber that does something like D12 lightning damage. Yeah, I think that's the one. It's the guy that ends up stuck in the video game, and God, what are the characters? I watch so many. I don't watch like full animes. I watch the anime recaps or the anime abridged, and it's the one that has Albedo or Albita, the one that's in love with him. So yeah, that anime. So I got Overlord, I got Darth Vader, and then the DM from the last campaign, she came to me. She's like, I want to be a Wendigo. I'm like, okay. A Wendigo what? A Wendigo druid. Okay. So I got that, and then I think I have 3 other players. So the 3 that I have right now, they're like the solid, they will be there every week. The 3 other players are kind of when they have time. So I just told them about the campaign I think 3 days ago. Oh yeah, the Wendigo is going to have... I'm going to come up with a mechanic where they have to eat people. Or they have to eat something every day. So that will be an interesting thing to... Just something interesting about the character other than I'm just big giant antler dog man thing. Something to keep them on their toes with their character. And then I love it when I set something like that for a character and then they forget about it. Because then that's when I get to have fun. Like, oh, you forgot the core concept of your character that I set out for you. Oh, roll me some dice. Oh, and I forgot, I got one more. Uncle C, who has never played D&D before, wants to play D&D. I'm like, okay, fine. And he wants to build, I believe it's a fighter, but it's a man bear, or bear man, 12-foot tall bear that is, hold on, dropped it. What is it called? Anthropomorphic. It's a humanized bear. So he's 12-foot tall bear. And that's all I got for him so far. No backstory, no nothing else. It's a fighter bear. Oh, okay. We'll see if he gets me a character before it's time to start. He's one of those, he wants to play everything, but he's hard to pin down. And we are going to be doing it on Roll20, so I might record some of the sessions. Or at least record session 0, just to see if it turns into something that I can put on YouTube as like a fun whatever video. Fun Wednesday video. Oh, I got so much to paint. the Moon Fuhrer. Oh, okay. So going around talking about the racial superiority of elves. About how it's all the dwarfs' fault. This is the only downside of using light supports in G2 Box. It can support anything. It will give you whatever you want. It will support it. But then getting off the support sometimes can be a pain in the butt. Because they are everywhere. Oh, and another thing in the world of 3D printing is that GW is on the Warpath again. For some reason, they went through another wave of trying to get rid of anything or get things taken down that look anything like a GW model. So that's why I might have to start being real vague when people ask me where files come from. Because I forgot who it was, but there was a creator that after I did a video, he emailed me and said GW had him shut down for like 2 weeks until My Mini Factory did a whole thing. They go through like a whole investigation to see if you infringe on copyright. I know Cults 3D pretty much tells GW to screw off. But everyone else gets a little bit gun shy when they come around. Yeah, the more they crack down on stuff, the more attention they bring to it. It's like a Streisand effect. They bring more attention to it, and then people can more eyeballs on it, and people look at price tags and stuff. They go, "Oh man, why am I paying GW hundreds of dollars for like 20 Marines?" All right, so this is all I got printed right now. So let's see here. Let me just show some stuff off. I got the Orcs that I showed off on the community post. Ta-da! That is, I don't know, it's 60 shooter boys, 24 tank busters, and 30 grots. All in one army. I don't have these guys scheduled to come up for a game anytime soon, but I just did it because I couldn't help myself. I wanted a lot of shooter boys. And then, I'll pull these out too. These are the elementals that I did the painting stream with this guy, and I did put a little bit more red as I smacked the camera. I did put a little bit more red highlighting in there. Yeah, I don't do points. I measure orcs by the pound. And I have my elemental shooters. And elemental melee guys. Ta-da! And I have my two little... Oh wait, not that guy. I gave these guys more of a brown bronze armor. My two little nobles that are there to organize the whole thing. So this is going to be on the Wheel of Bad Decisions. They're not coming up yet. We'll see when they show up, whenever I spin the wheel and it lands on them. So, I know what the next grimdark future is. I just haven't printed any of those out yet, so I'm kind of behind schedule there. So yeah, that's what I got going on at the moment. My machines are fully at work. Yeah, they don't quite have the bowling ball pin heads that the Eldar did. Let's see. What else can we... I know, I haven't looked in my drawers of shame over here. This is, you know how people have piles of shame? Well, I have drawers over on the side here. Those are all just abandoned projects. So let's pull some of those out. Why not? Why not? I gotta reset the camera back up here. Oh, top drawer. What we got here? Oh yeah, my Amazon's army. These are from, I want to say, Lord of the Print. They did an army of like jungle Amazon women. So I printed them, painted almost all of them here. Oh, along with a couple of bestiarium man-eaters that I haven't painted yet. And I haven't decided what I'm going to do. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with these yet. I was going to use these as saurians. Just, you know, they kind of, lizard men, they had dinosaurs in them. But then, you know, I started printing the actual saurians and liked those better. So, I don't know, these will show up for something. Like, there's the army leader. Their big old blue wings. I don't know, like I said, it'll be something later I come up with. Next drawer. Oh, get in there. Next drawer. Oh. Swizzle sticks. 10mm undead skeleton spearmen. I got some epic Valkyries in here. Nighthead. Zombies. I have no idea. I think this is a full like desert village in 6mm. You just start random, and then random stuff there. We got some orc trucks that I never finished. Yeah, we're gonna run into that a lot. Orcs that I never finished. A lot of even though I have 70 pounds of orcs, or almost 100 pounds of orcs now, I always got more I'm working on. And then, oh, these, I made these all the way back before I even got into one-page rules. These were, I was doing Imperial Guard Army, and this is back when Forge World had all of the Death Corps in them, and then these were going to be for the engineers, that they were the mining rigs. This is how they got the Deep Strike rule, because they would pop up with one of these. So I got 3 of those. I got Necron Warriors. Lust Demon with some rather pointy nipples. What else we got here? There's a Satan bases, a whole lot of 10mm stuff. Oh, there's some mummified undead, Cthulhu dude. No, just random stuff. 15mm Chaos Cavalry. Oh yeah, this is where all the bad prints for the fairies went. And so this one, she lost a leg. Oh no, her legs are. She lost a wing. That's why she's in here. Just a whole gaggle of those. Got Godzilla just chilling. Ah. Bases, xenomorphs. Yeah, this is kind of a box that if I printed extras. There's some Dutchies, gunbots. If I had extras of stuff, they just kind of ended up in this box. I got a full nomad fleet in here. That are stuck to everything. Let go. There we go. Necron stuff. Another random wall piece. Yeah, I should really get back to the 10mm stuff, because I probably got a couple armies of it just sitting in these boxes. And then I even got little Tupperware bins out here too. Oh, this is the epic scale stuff. I got, I think, an entire Space Marine Company vehicles bases. Yeah, they do. I mean, I've tried to make like Grimdark Future work in Epic, and I just, for the troops it's easy. For the vehicles, that's where things fall apart. Oh, I don't even know where these are now. But years ago, I bought a 3mm Space Marine army. Why? I don't know. I wanted to go smaller. But like, this is a Predator on a penny. Those are around here somewhere. I have no idea where those are. Random stuff I got. Oh, this was for the high elf army. This was supposed to be the army commander, but I could never get this to stay upright. Like, he would always just do. So I ended up replacing him. He is the entire reason why I took the 10mm Force Dragon stuff and scaled it up. Bio Titan. I got a Hell Cannon for some Havoc Dwarves, airships, parts. I got tons of parts. Retmen. Warpath, a 10mm Griffin Rider. Yeah, just I'll leave this. I might steal that base for something. More random. Oh, these were the 15mm I was going to do for the Age of Fantasy campaign that I neglected to do and just switched back to 28. These are some Fanatics that did not print right. He's got a very flat pitchfork. Another bag, another bin. Oh, this. The Lord of the Dead, my little grot. We were going to do OPR paper stuff. So I printed out a bunch of stuff for him to color. We got that far with it. So one of these days when he sits down long enough, I'll cut these out and we'll play a game with him with it. Let me put that over here so I don't lose it again. Oh, this. My grand plan for last year was I was going to make a Christmas video last year. It was going to be an orc Air Force chasing Santa, and then the Human Defense Force came to his aid. I was never able to figure out how green screens worked. So, if I ever figure that out, they're here. They're waiting. Maybe next year. All kinds of different orc planes. Oh, here's a bowling ball head Eldar Wraith Lord. There's a spider lady. This is when I think this is when I was starting to do the oil washes, and she came out so dark that I just kind of gave up on that one. And we got, ooh, somebody popped. I'll deal with that later. Tons of Havoc dudes, Havoc Dwarves, more Wraith Guard. More cannons for the Havoc Dwarves. We got Undead Cavalry. Yeah. Oh, we're running out of drawers. 5,000 points of Kings of War. I doubt it. Oh, Ewoks. I made so many damn Ewoks. These are the ones I didn't even have to finish the bases on when I did that video with them. Oh, it's a whole Battle Brothers army. Got some old school speeders in here. I got a Rhino down there. I think. Yep, these were going to be White Scars. I just printed them all up and then ended up putting them in a box and forgot about them. Along with one Eldar Battlefleet Gothic ship. Awesome. So much stuff. Next drawer, almost done. Okay, these extra elementals, the Mech Works guys that I made, that I decided they were They were two big war demons that I made in bad resin. As you can see, I just snapped his sword right off. Yeah, those guys were a little bit big. some copyright infringement there. More custodes. There's a lust demon with no weapons. Yeah, this is back before I discovered the ABS-like resin. So this stuff is flexible, but it snaps way too easy. Well, I'm glad I can make you feel better about yourself. So yeah, I was going to do an entire war demon army, and then they just started to shatter as I was dry brushing them. That's why they made it this far and no further. I should really go back through, because these are all 32 millimeter like bought bases. I should cannibalize those for bases. I don't know why I'm saving these. Maybe for parts. Who knows? And then this one's not too exciting. I got a chess clock, and then this is just bases. Bases, a glove for resin stuff, one lust demon hanging out. Oh, I got a lot of 60s in here. I might not need to print that many 60s for this. Yep. And then here, I'll show this to you guys because this hasn't gone out yet. This is the winner from November wanted a mummified undead warband for his wife, and it's only like 10 models. So I figured, why not? So I got them painted up real nice, and then of course I finished them the day before Christmas Eve. So I'll be sending those out hopefully Thursday. Yeah, we got a priest here. We got a swarm that's just black. Nobody cares about that. We got some mummies. So these will be going to their new home shortly. And now for these, for the contest, just to let everyone know. As I smash them. Because I don't have a merchant license from OPR. What I do with these is I buy these from one of the various websites. Like I can get them from Only Games or Mini Wargaming or off of the Etsy store. I buy these, get them shipped in, and then I paint them and send them out. Because I can't print them myself. The only thing I print on these is the bases. Because if I print them myself, then I get a talking to about, stuff. So just make sure everything is on the up and up. I buy all these models legit and then send them out. Just want to make sure everyone knows that. I go through that extra step just so I don't get yelled at for it. Now my camera's all screwed. Go back that way. There. 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 Oh, I missed that question. Let's see. I started tabletop with OPR, just got into it about 9 months ago. I now have 5 armies. I wanted to get into Warhammer and just spent my first $250 on Necrons. Is Warhammer worth getting into and pursuing more? Is it worth getting into? Depends on how you define worth. Are the models worth, like our Games Workshop models, worth their price? Absolutely not. I mean, hard no. But since you're already into OPR, if you get into a gaming group that allows you to use like proxy models or a model agnostic group, then yes, it is a very good thing to get into. Get the models that you want to use in your army, That way you don't have to worry about Games Workshop having stuff in stock. You can just get more of what you want. The rules, I wouldn't suggest buying codexes. There are ways to find the rules online that are not exactly, I don't know, kind of a gray area on that. But there are ways to get the rules online. I would suggest going that route until you find something that you really want, and then maybe buy the codex for it. Even then, understand the fact that if you buy a codex, it's going to be out of date as soon as you get it. Ugh. It's like smack my leg. God, I am flailing around tonight, I swear. Yeah, yep. Well, yeah. If they had just made Primaris Marines just an updated sculpt to regular First Floor Marines, I wouldn't have been too upset about it. I'd have been like, okay, cool, the Marines got bigger, because I still have somewhere in a box, somewhere, I think in the garage, I do have like original RTB-01 Marines, like the first plastic Marines, and theoretically I can still play them. Oh, wait. I have a box. It's right here. What I did years ago is there was a guy I gave away my Marine Army to. I gave him like a giant tackle box full of stuff. And this just kind of slipped through the cracks. I found another box of stuff. So somewhere in here is an original. Good Lord. Somewhere in here is an original. And it's kind of hard to tell, but I played Carcharodons was my Space Marine chapter of choice. Oh, there's a guy. He's all as I drop him again, he's all tatted up. So, I used to buy Games Workshop stuff before 3D printing changed my life. Honestly, there's no chance in hell I could do what I do on a Games Workshop budget. Just no, not a chance. I wouldn't allow myself to do it. Yeah, we got a couple little things. Like I said, these are all the cast-offs. I think these were in a work in production box somewhere while I gave everything else away. Woo! What else do I got? Like, I haven't looked at this since I found it. I was like, oh great, Marines. I got a whole squad of Terminators with lightning claws. That's the funny thing, is I'm printing more destroyers when I have a box full of them. I don't know, I kind of got bored with Games Workshop stuff, looking at the same things for 30 years. But okay, what was I saying? Oh yeah, find the rules online, find an army that you really like. And then go from there. The best advice I can say about an army is that find an army that you enjoy. Because by the time you get an army up to par to play in like a 40K tournament, the rules will have changed. Sometimes, happened to me, by the time you get that box home from the store, the rules have changed. Oh, I was one of the idiots that bought 9 buggies. What was it? 9 rocket buggies. Oh, I bought them all, and by the time it was 2 days after I got home, I got one of them put together, and then they changed the rules. They said, oh, you can only take one of these ever. Thanks, guys. I just bought $300 worth of rocket buggies. Cool. But yeah, if you can divorce your playing of the game from Games Workshop, if you can pull the money apart there, the game's worth it. It just is. It's Miniature wargaming, I think, is the best hobby that you can have because it's, artistic. You get to meet other wargamers. You'll have something in common. You can talk for hours on a subject. Yeah. I just broke my own rule. I said no more bad talking Games Workshop on the channel. But, well, that's a live stream. No one watches these anyways. What a random... Oh, I got a whole 10mm village back there, but it's so covered in crap, I don't want to take it out. Boxes. I got so much crap just laying around. Yeah. Hopefully, with the Ranger program that OPR is doing and the more outreach that more people are going to be doing with it, I hope so. One-page rules is going to be more visible to more people. And the more people we can get into this, the better. The more people we can get in, the more ideas that are in the same bucket, the better ideas come out. It's kind of a weird... What am I trying to say with that? Yeah, that is the thing. I mean, one-page rules is going to be the cheapest that you can get in. Like, you don't need models to play their games. You could do it with paper models. That's a way you can get into it. You can even just play with just coins or tokens, or even like I used to play a lot of the old chit games where it'd just be like an infantry squad marking on a square, and you would have the stats for that like over here. So, I mean, wargaming, as long as you got your hands on some dice, you could do it. And their Patreon only being $5 a month, that's the cheapest you could possibly get doing this. My favorite OPR army, my favorite army at all in Grimdark Future would be Orcs, because it's so varied in what you can do with them, and you can do various levels of stupidity with the Orcs. And I'm to the point in my gaming career that I don't take any of this really seriously. Because I just want to show up and throw 200 dice, man. That's half the fun. That's most of the fun, just throwing the dice. So that's for Grimdark Future. And then for Fantasy, I think my favorite would be the Vampiric Undead. I don't have a hard explanation for that one. I just like undead stuff. Zombies and vampires and skeletons. And it just fits better in Fantasy than it does in Grimdark Future. I mean, even here, I'm having a whole bunch of fun making mummified undead. Any kind of undead, really. Yeah, the Imperial Guard is definitely a poster child for Grimdark. It is a single guy against the darkness, holding the line. What a random, like even this here is an orc model, big scary orc model. This is a someone scanned Gaskell, Jesus Christ, Gaskell from like 1992, and I upscaled him about 150%. So he's bigger than he used to be. And look at him; he is so goofy looking. He wants you to take him seriously, but you just can't help but laugh at him. He's got skulls on his boots. You can't see his face. He's blinged out. He's like a Mongolian something or other. Yeah, I did this model kind of as a tribute into the old gas skull. And man, I love orcs. They're so unserious. Gaming wise, they're unserious, but lore wise, very serious. A very big problem. Let's see. Yeah. Oh yeah, I was going with that. I was going for White Dwarf 100 with the lightning sword. Yeah. Oh, what's some other questions you guys got? I got time to kill a little bit. Everybody else is asleep. It's Christmas Eve. Got all the presents done. Santa's already come. Everything's set up in the living room. I'm probably going to get woke up at 4:30 in the morning going, Daddy, Santa came. Yay. Been using the ABS see, that's the thing. I use the ABS resin because, it's just makes everything a little bit more wiggly, a little bit stronger. There are some tougher resins out there. I did a video on, what was it? I can't remember the name of it, but it was a water washable tough resin. Let me tell you, that stuff was tough. And it's a little bit more expensive than the ABS but if you're looking for something tougher, it's definitely going to do the job. I think it was $40 for 2 kilos as opposed, or no, it was $30 for 1 kilo as opposed to the Sunlu ABS I get, which is $40 for 2. So it's a little bit more expensive, but it'll definitely hold together better. Then my favorite orc clan, that would have to be, it'd have to be Evil Sons, the Speed Boys. Just because putting orcs in a pickup truck and throwing at the enemy is just the best. My first orc army that I had that ballooned to 10,000 points. I bought all the orc boys from GW, but then all the vehicles I made myself. I had like F-150 model kits that I put together that had orcs hanging out the side of them with trucker caps on. I had World War II half tracks. I had what I like to call the DACA wagon. Back when you could take a battle wagon and then you could put bolt-on big shooters on it, to where if you had somebody inside the battle wagon, they could fire the big shooters. And so I put as many bolts there as I could. I think it was like 6 or 7 big shooters. And then I put a unit of grots inside to fire them. And I modeled this thing up, this half track. I had all these mod juice, the M2 50K, a bunch of brass fountains coming out of those. Just fountains of piles of brass that I cut out of brass rods, just the spent casings. I had this whole thing like on a hill of that, and that was just a fun model to make. Yeah, so I don't know, that might be another reason why I love the orcs, is because the modeling opportunity with those is amazing. There's no bad idea when it comes to orcs. Let's see. Any other questions you guys got? What do you want to talk about? Oh, I got another box of random over here. Another box of random within grabbing distance. We got Chaos Spawns, I think. Oh, the Grot Crab tanks. I wanted to have these guys be Killicans, but they ended up like too wide for it. But yeah, they are just crab tanks. There's one of the bases for the Junka Boys. Orc War Boss in a wheel. Just random. I've been printing stuff for 4 years and just random Wraith Lord legs. Just the amount of bits and stuff I have just laying around in projects that never really got off the ground. There's tons of it. I used to have just a giant box over in the corner that I threw things in, which this that box. Nah, it's just full of styrofoam. Full of foam. And then other stuff. Other stuff I give to the little one for him to paint. This is his Allosaurus. It's not too bad for... I think he was 6 when he painted this. Pretty good for this, for a 6-year-old. And then I'll just go pick him up stuff from the dollar store. Like this guy, I got no idea what this is even from, but I got it and he wanted to paint it. So I'm like, sure, go for it. I bet, give him another couple years and his painting station sitting right next to mine is going to look a whole lot better than mine will. I have a feeling he's going to be a art prodigy. Maybe, if I can get him off of the Roblox. I fell. Oh, I fell. Ooh, I'm gonna knock this over. This is another little robot dude that he painted. Actually, I kind of like the joints on these. I might get some of these for myself. That'd be a cool looking attack walker for somebody. Let's see, some other question. Oh, I missed that question. Terrainaholic asked, yeah, if I ever made my own rule set. Not in a long time. I did years ago make a, like, what's it called? The next level up, like a strategic game. It was, I made like how to play a campaign just on a campaign map. You know, I played it with some friends of mine. Kind of, again, I abandoned that project. It wasn't great. But, you know, like I said, that was, might have been 15 years ago. One day, I might get back to writing rules now that I have a little bit better understanding of things. But that day is not today. Today, I build stuff, I paint stuff, I smash it together on a table, and film it for you guys. Alright. Well, let's see here. It's 11:53. It is almost Christmas here. So I think I'm gonna end it here and head to bed before the middle of the early morning wake up from the little one. I know it's coming. So that's all I'm going to have for you guys tonight. Hope you guys have a Merry Christmas. I hope you're having fun playing OPR wherever you are. I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.